Yes, with Apollo. Now, Greek gods. Well, we're in the Apollo. The Apollo, yes, god of trousers or something, wasn't it? And the god of fish. I was watching a documentary on this called Clash of the Titans, and it's a documentary film done with a bit of splashing about, you know, and they're all in there. Roger, the god of fish cakes, and Stephen, the god of baked potatoes, and Siobhan, the god of dangerous spelling. What's his face? Mr. Liam Neeson. He's Liam Neeson. He's playing the great god, the god Zeus, the god of all things. And Liam Neeson is famous now in Hollywood, all the way from Ballymena in Northern Ireland, so he's there in the middle, going, right now, what's going on down there? What the hell's happening with the people? The great people on earth, they're complaining, my lord. They're not paying lip service to us anymore. They've all gotten bonkers. Right, you tell them from me, they better buck their ideas up. This is a very early impression of Liam Neeson, by the way. They better buck their ideas up, otherwise I will release the Kraken. No, I didn't know what the Kraken is. I thought the Kraken's a huge turtle, right? It's a huge turtle. It's been held underwater in a handbag by Oscar Wilde for 1,000,000 years. And halfway through the film, he's as good as his word, says, right, that's it, release the Kraken. And this turtle comes up out of the water, pissed off, like turtles never are. And he's got no logic going on. He's just thrashing around. And all he does is stamp on things. There's a Kraken, just complete right-wing foreign policy. This is the whole film. And he said release the Kraken, and the Kraken is released. But at no point in the film does he ever go, retrieve the Kraken. Kraken's still out there, still wandering around going, I know nothing about financial matters. I'm terribly sorry. Yes, I think you're supposed to be sound tax at some point. Yes, I think that was mentioned before. Anyway. But they came up with a great idea that was a healthy mind and a healthy body. A healthy mind and body. Mens sano in corpore sano. And I remember reading this as a kid saying, fit in mind, fit in body, we can't do that. Remember when you were a kid, you were fit in body, weren't you? Run, run, come on, run. Why are we running? There could be ice cream over there. But in our minds, there was nothing, wasn't it? It was just like that early tennis game in 1980s computers. But now, our minds are fit. We can multitask. We can sit on a toilet and use the iPad at the same time. But our bodies are like two weasels covered in gravy, nailed to the back of a tractor. So it's these two things. Wisdom in life, that's what your journey is. I don't think there's a God, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's just up to us to try and be wise, try and get wisdom. And we used to have pipes. We used to smoke pipes. It helped us all the way up to the 1950s. Everyone, all the real characters from history, Sherlock Holmes and Gandalf, and they all had pipes. You stick a pipe in your mouth, you were wise, weren't you? I see what you mean. That's a very good point. Ah, yes, I've got one of those. I looked that up in a book. I'm not sure. Have you Googled it? Well, I haven't got a signal. No one said that, did they, with a pipe? Well, I'll get the Wi-Fi going, then I'll just check it out. But it was wise, was it? No one said stupid things. No one said, I'm going to put my dick in this toaster right now. And it turned up in films. The Magnificent Seven. There's a great story about mercenary people who are hired to come down and help poor townsfolk in a village somewhere down Mexico way. The people going, the banditos, they have come and they've stolen all our lettuce and our cucumber and our radishes and our baked potatoes and mainly summer salad items. They're the healthiest banditos I've ever seen. What should we do? We must talk to the wise man who smokes a pipe and lives outside the village. He knows. Wise man, what should we do? He says, and the wise man removes his pipe, he knocks it out on the head of a child. And he refills it with a bit of old Holborn, a bit of old Toby, and a bit of old Geoffrey. And he takes a match as big as a baby's arm, and he lights it on a passing Good Samaritan. You must go north and find the gringos. The gringos, they're good with the guns. They will come. Yul Brynner, Steve McQueen, they will good bring things. And get the man from U.N.C.L.E., Robert Vaughan, bring him too. And James Coburn, good with a knife, not so good with an Australian accent. And Charles Bronson, he can tunnel underwater. He's autodidactic. Yes, it was a wise thing, wasn't it? But nowadays, you wouldn't ask a pipe smoker what to do, would you? You wouldn't. You wouldn't say, God, what's going on in our town? All the summer salad items have gone. What should we do? Why don't we ask those people who smoke pipes who all live in that one house? Yes. Bing bong. Yeah? What is it? We've lost the man came and the man for Del Monte, and he took all this thing, and there's no lettuce and cucumber. No, that's you, isn't it? What you must do is you must find them, and remove their kneecaps. Put their feet on back to front. Sellotape their eyeballs together. I don't know, I'm on crack. Do people who smoke crack ever go, now maybe this is the crack talking? But I think we should all nail our foreskins to this rocket. What do you say? Bad idea. So that was wisdom, yeah? That explains wisdom quite well. And then there's fitness. Fitness. All wild animals are fit. You've never seen a lion going... Bloody bison. Should have eaten those hedgehogs. Are they on drugs? Are they taking drugs? It was Tour de France, man. And they're all fit. This is true. You know, lions and tigers, cheetahs. Cheetahs are not cheaters. They're honesters. They're not taking drugs. I don't know who said that. And small ones, moles. Moles just can't dig. Why are we digging? There could be ice creams underground. Do moles ever go? I think we're lost. Fit. And then the Olympics did come to town. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Olympics did come. And remember when the Olympics came, just before it, a lot of us were kind of negative. I wasn't. I was a positive person. But some were going, oh, it's very expensive. And foreign people will come over and we'll have to talk loudly to them. And it was great. Suddenly it wasn't X Factor, Y Factor, B Factor. It was people running, jumping, climbing over trees, eating gerbils, whatever they were doing. It was good, wasn't it? And they were fast. You know, and anyone can do those things. Anyone can do the sports, except for one or two. Rowing is a bit of a posh sport. You have to go to a school. You are rowers, so there we go. But you must say, it's a bit of a posh sport. You have to go to a school that's got a river going through it. So that's the thing. You can't sit in your bath going, I was pretty good in the bath. Water's got to be on the outside, mate. I didn't know. Yes, that's what you're going to do. Horse riding, you got to have a horse. You can't say, I found a Great Dane in a skip. And he only had front legs, but he was a game boy. He used to go for it, and it breaks down into two bits. You know, there's the jumping over things, which is from ancient hunting, where in the days of old medieval kings would hunt and shoot wild boar and orcs and fish with guns. And then there's dressage, based on God knows what. It's a fantastic thing, don't get me wrong. They won medals for Great Britain, and I was there going, go on, win that thing. You won that thing. I don't know how you did. I don't know what you were doing when you were doing that thing. But you've got to admit, you don't go, when's that dressage on? When's it on? When's it on? What time? It just comes on, doesn't it? And you go, but dressage. And they're doing stuff. These people, highly trained riders, highly trained horses, trained to do stuff that is not wanted in life. It's brilliant, but it's just useless. You know, unless you want to park your horse in a cupboard, it's not much. Coming up to the cupboard now, got the door open, he's going into the thing, he's going to back into the cupboard, no one's ever done that, 2 drawers open, 3 drawers open, stopping, and it's a very difficult one to do, is close the door, he's in the cupboard. Where's Torquay? No one's, it's right. And it's also odd because, you know, there's a sort of weird emotional thing in it. You know, if you were standing somewhere and a stranger walked up to you and they walked directly up to you and they looked you in the eye and and you'd think, okay, well, they're coming towards me, but they're going to say something. But if someone walked up to you slightly more dressage style, you go, who are you? It's weird, and it's like they're training the horses to be burglars. It's just such a case. And there's nothing to burgle, is there? There's no... And we don't know when it's finished. When they finish, are they finished? Because there's no... Even the commentators, and they're coming, and he's walking sideways, and he's going... that's it. And he's got the gold. Oh, that looked very similar to the one who didn't get anything. But if they built a structure at one end, we'd go for that. I think we'd go for the dressage à la burgleur. We would quite like. Here's Lucky Jim, ridden by Lady Jane trains, now coming up to the structure, just casing the joint. He's trying to find a way in to the building. Got 4 minutes once to get in. Yes, found a window, found a window. The window is broken, the time has started. There he's into the building. Goes into the kitchen, going around. Open the thing, trying to find the safe, to find the jewels, back out of the kitchen, into the bedroom. He's going for a reverse entry, into the cupboard. He's into the cupboard. He's down the cupboard. He's in the cupboard. He's almost hit Narnia. There he is, coming back out. He's into the lounge. Where can the safe be with the jewels? Trying to find the safe behind the picture. He's got the safe. He's opening the safe now with hooves. Very difficult thing to do with hooves. Safe is open, jewelry around the neck, earrings on, closing the door. Now backwards thing. Now comes out. Reverse entry thing. Open the window. 3, 3, 4, 4. We would watch that.